What's up, friends? So it is Friday, August 9th, and today is my day off, and then I work tomorrow. There's actually not a lot happening this weekend, but I did think I would start a little weekend vlog that might kind of carry on over the next couple weekends, because I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but it has been my dream to do like a little yard game Olympics. I love yard games. They're so much fun, and I've just always wanted to have a bunch of friends over and we just play yard games, make it like a little friendly competition. And because Jesse actually has Saturdays off this season, I figured like it was the perfect year to do it. So in a couple weeks from now, we're gonna do our yard game Olympics. I've sent the invites out hoping that, you know, we get a decent crowd, but even if we don't, it's still gonna be so much fun. But I have some things that I want to make in preparation for it. I want to make medals out of wood slices, so some wood burning and painting involved. And then I do have a big sign that I want to make just to put in our driveway, because I have invited some people who have never been here before. So I just thought I'd put like a little sign by the road, just, you know, be like, this is where it is. Mainly because Google Maps always takes people past our house and to the dump. So this way it'll be obvious we don't live at the dump, it's here. So I want to get started on those this weekend. It is 10:30 right now, and I'm about to head into GAN. Just getting a little hair trim, no color this time around, just a little haircut. I need to get a couple groceries, and then I'll be back here. I still need to get my workout in. Then hoping to get started on the wood slice ornaments, or sorry, the wood slice medals. Gonna get started on those today. And then later tonight, meeting my parents to go see Twisters in the theater. Super excited about that. Saturday is just work, but then I'm also staying in town after, because Jesse and I are then going to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Wolverine and Deadpool. I never know which one comes first. But we're gonna go see that. So 2 movies in a row. Who am I? And then Sunday I will be here working on stuff again. So thought we'd do a little weekend vlog. Might carry us on straight through to Yard Game Olympics. But yeah, let's get into town and just get a little refreshed cut. Hair refresh. Yeah, so just a little trim, not much change, but just, you know, keeping it healthy. And it's always fun just to go and get pampered every once in a while. It is a super rainy day. We're getting like the tail end of a tropical storm, so like it's supposed to rain all day long. Now it hasn't been like a downpour like I thought we were getting. That still might come later. But yeah, like as soon as I came out from the hairdresser, so I was like, you gotta keep it looking fresh. Even though I am actually about to do a workout, so I'm hoping I can like put it up in a way that kind of stays semi-okay. The workout is more strength-based, not gonna do a whole lot of jumping around, so hoping to not get like too sweaty. So I can just like keep this going for tonight when I go into the movies. We'll see. Anyways, we're gonna do that, and then like the day is slipping away from me and I still wanted to get a little bit done on my medals. So let's get this workout done so I can do that to get into town, because I have a tiny bit of running around to do before the movie. So I need to go in a little bit earlier. And Conan is in his little hoodie. Are you just so handsome, puppy? What a good boy. No thunder as of yet, so he's been hanging out in the basement some, because he usually assumes thunder's coming when there's rain, so he still doesn't love rainy days anymore. But yeah, he's looking super cute in his hoodie. keeping them a little bit braver. Anyways, let's get this workout in.
If I'm being honest, loving you the hardest thing to do, so I keep
So, lighting is a little crazy because I got like a bright light right above me. But it is now Sunday and we're gonna get a workout in. It's gonna be an upper body workout and then probably do just quick abs at the end. I've actually already been for a 6K run this morning. I got up earlier and went for that while it was still cool out and also before the rain starts. Anyways, we're gonna get this arm workout in and then we're gonna get working on my stuff that I need to get done for my Yard Game Olympics. So yeah, let's do this.
I want you to pull me closer. Pull me closer. Pull me closer. Love's in the air, but I'm not breathing. Broken heart need repair, and you're the reason. On a hospital bed, the pain not leaving. You've been arrows to the chest, I can't stop bleeding. If you gon' leave, gon' leave just like everybody else. If you don't like my company, then I'll do life by myself. Girl, your love like a drug, it ain't good for my health. Even though it's killing me, girl, I love you to death. Take my love, don't waste it. Even though I don't mind waiting. Late test, my mind racing. What else I have to do, girl, to brace me? Want you. I only want you. Yeah. I only want you. I only want you. Pull me closer. Pull me closer. Pull me closer. Take my love, don't waste it. Even though I don't mind waiting. Late test, my mind racing. What else I have to do, girl, to break me? I only want you, yeah. I only want you. I only want you. Pull me closer.
So, I'm now in the basement. So I'm just going to start on the sign that's going to be at the end of our road for my Yard Game Olympics. So I just like purchased some corrugated plastic, basically a blank yard sale sign, and I'm going to attempt to paint it. Now I'm going to try and kind of prime it. Honestly, don't really know what I'm doing, if it's gonna work, but I've got some acrylic paint and I'm just going to kind of texturize it, mostly keep it white, maybe have like a hint of gray in there, just prime it, have a background, and then once it's good and dry, I have a template for a stencil that I made that's just gonna say Yard Game Olympics with like the Olympic rings and a little torch. So hopefully this is a success. I am not a great painter, but I've got a template that I'm gonna make to work with, so we are going to do that right now. It's a fancy occasion. Not really, but I just had some Prosecco that I felt like was gonna go bad soon, so I'm drinking Prosecco while I paint. So let's do this and hopefully it works out the way I am envisioning it. You know what? I think that's good. We've got like a little bit of a textured white and gray. So I think that's gonna be good for a base. So now I'm gonna let that like dry. I mean, acrylic dries really fast, but I don't even know if I will stencil on my pattern today or not. I just wanna really make sure it's good and dry before I put a lot of pressure on with the stencil to like trace it on. And I've got other stuff that I can do. So now we're gonna move on to my wood slice medals that I'm going to make after I clean up my hands. Because when I paint, I get paint everywhere. Update. So the power went off right when I needed the internet. Luckily, the power was only off for like about 5 minutes or so. But our internet has not come back up, and I have like unplugged the router several times. Still no internet. And it's Sunday, so I can't call our internet provider because they're closed on Sundays, because it's just like a little mom and pop shop. We aren't with any of like the big internet companies where you could maybe get through on a Sunday. No go. So that sucks, because to do most of the other things I wanted to do, I need the internet because I need to be able to print, connect to my printer that prints through Wi-Fi. So that sucks. So what I'm just gonna do is get my template ready for my big sign, and then we'll see. If it seems kind of dry, maybe I'll just risk it and go ahead and try and paint it, because I want to keep moving forward with stuff so that I'm not stressed in the end. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna, trace out a template and hope that the internet still comes back in time for me to maybe do a little bit on the medals. But if not, hopefully we will get internet back at least by tomorrow. It's so hard to call, though, when you're not at home, because I have to work tomorrow. So does Jesse. So if we have to call them tomorrow when we're at work, it's hard to like troubleshoot. They might just have to try and do something, and we hope for the best for when we get home. Anyways, I'm rambling. We're gonna make this template. So it is now the following weekend, so that means 1 week today are my Yard Game Olympics. It's looking like it's going to be a very rainy weekend. The forecast is just showing rain a lot of today, a lot of tomorrow. It was like torrential rain first thing this morning, but that just forces me to do a lot of stuff inside, which is good because that's my main focus. I have still a big sign to make for Saturday, and I just want to like really give the house a good tidy and clean, and then hopefully keep it that way for like next week. And so then I'll just have to give it like a quick little clean just before everyone comes over. So that is my like game plan. I did get my ornaments made. I did get my medals made. Finished them up this week. So I still need like some sort of ribbon. And then I'll need to like make the holes slightly bigger. I ended up taking Thursday off this coming week just so that I can do a big grocery run. And so I'll probably go to Michael's to look for the ribbon for that, and then like cut the grass, just get everything ready. Originally I was gonna take the Friday off, but one of my coworkers, one of the like closest ones that I work with, Friday is actually her last day because she got another job. So I want to be there on her last day. So I took the Thursday off instead. And yeah, then Em and Al are coming down Friday after work. Just so because Em is kind enough to like help me get everything set up outside Saturday morning. So we're ready to go. I'm super excited. Hopefully the weather works out for the weekend. Right now the long term is looking good, but I can't count on that this far out. And then yeah, I'm also really hoping that the weather cooperates on Thursday for me to cut the grass. But worst case, we'll have to do it like first thing in the morning or Friday evening. I guess I could do it. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just have to go into town, get some groceries, and then just gonna be here the rest of the day getting stuff done. Want to be good and productive. So yeah, that's the plan this weekend. So I am now down in my basement, and I'm going to paint my sign. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do. I've already kind of got my pattern laid out there, and I think just for some more interest, the color of the Olympic rings, I'm gonna take those and maybe do some splatters of paint kind of like in the corners, and then we'll paint Yard Game Olympics with the torch and the Olympic rings. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, and hopefully all goes the way I'm envisioning it to. It's the goal. I finished the border. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with it. It didn't quite go as planned. Like I screwed up early on with like this big paintbrush mark. Just got too close. And then I thought, oh well, I'll just do different paintbrushes around to make it look like it was planned that way. But I don't love it. I wish it was just like the splatters of paint. But whatever. We're just gonna let that dry a bit. Should dry fairly quickly, but there's some thicker spots, so I'm gonna give it some time to dry before I do the main part of the painting, which is Yard Game Olympics and the Olympic rings. Thursday. I just got home. It is about 11 o'clock. I took today off. I think I mentioned that I was taking today off, but I can't completely remember. But I took today off just to really give the house a good clean, cut the grass, get stuff organized for Saturday, because Saturday is my yard game Olympics. So I still work tomorrow. I still got up bright and early, went to 6:45 Orange Theory class, just to kind of force myself to be in town really early so I could go to Costco and get groceries and everything that I need and be back in decent time to keep at it. So I got a lot of stuff I got to unpack from the car, and then it'll probably be time for lunch, and then it's just time to get at it. So much food. So, Rachel, a little bit from the future, because I have gotten behind on my weekend vlogs, and as I was editing this one, realized I didn't close it out, but Yard Game Olympics was such a huge success. It was such a good day, such great people. I think there was about 18 of us, and you know, it went really well. Definitely have some ideas to maybe even make it a little smoother running for next year, because I definitely want to do it again, and everyone else was saying that they would love for me to do it again. So I'm really hoping it will work out that I can. So I had a point system. That was the thing that I found the hardest to sort of figure out how I was gonna do the points. So what I ended up doing is you get 1 point for participation. All you gotta do is play a game and you get a point. So for every game that you play, you get 1 point. So you could like not win a single game, but you could still rack up the points if you just kept playing a whole bunch of games. And then you got, God, I can't remember because it was a little while ago, but if you won the game, you got more points. It might have been 3 points. I can't exactly remember what you got if you won, but yeah, so there was like a whole point system. And then what I ended up doing is the first game we played was Mulkey. I thought it was kind of a good icebreaker because there was lots of people that were meeting each other for the first time, and it was just nice to have one big game that everyone could play if they wanted to, just so that everyone was all together. And after that, we set up a bunch of kind of mini games. We had ladder toss, we had cornhole, we had washer toss. I think we had 2 things of washer toss actually, and all in the side yard. Originally, I kind of thought I'd just have games going the whole time all throughout our property, but the only thing I didn't love about that is that everyone was going to be separated. And our side yard is a decent size, so I thought, you know what, why don't we have everything there so that everyone can just kind of hang out together. If they're not playing a game, they can at least watch what's going on, and also it's easy because our deck kind of overlooks the side yard. So if you wanted to hang out on the deck and just watch what was going on, you could do that too. So that's what we did. Mulkey first, then a bunch of rounds. People just like played games when they wanted to, and then at the end we had one big game of Mulkey again, and then announced the winners, first, second, and third, gold, silver, and bronze, and like my medals were hit. It was just so fun. We had like a barbecue after. My sister-in-law's birthday was that weekend, so we had a little cake and celebrated her as well. And it was cool because I had some friends that just came, but they said they're not really into games, but they just, you know, they came to hang out, and they even got into some games. Like, everyone tried Mulkey. Mulkey is the game that I think just anyone, it's just for everyone, even if you're not a gamer. Everyone got involved, so that was like really cool because it was also like zero pressure. If you just want to come and hang out, totally cool. So, oh, it was just so great. It was such a hot day, but luckily we've got so much shade in that side yard that you weren't just getting pounded by the sun also. So that was a huge success. And then one thing that I never really talked about leading up to it, but also that Sunday I had tickets to a candlelight concert with Amy and Megan, and I've seen tons of ads for candlelight concerts there or across the globe, but there's a bunch in Kingston, and it's basically a string quartet, and they have kind of different themed nights. So the one we went to was a tribute to Coldplay, so the string quartet just played a whole bunch of Coldplay songs, and it was so awesome. I didn't really know what to expect. We kind of got laughing because it was like a very romantic evening, and it was like us 3 girls were like, what are we doing here, not coming with our men? But it was such a lovely evening. I loved it, and I really want to go to more because I think as long as they're popular, it seems like they keep adding them to the Kingston area. So that's awesome. I'm gonna keep an eye on like the different themes and stuff because it was so cool. And it was only like an hour long. It was a nice short and sweet concert. Sort of just felt classy too. It was in a really nice venue. It's called the Isabel Bader, and it's a concert hall, and it's got like amazing acoustics, and it's like, it's not huge, so it's like, it's a pretty intimate setting. So highly recommend. It's like the company Fever puts them on, and they're everywhere. So highly recommend checking out candlelight concerts if like that's your thing. It was so cool. Anyways, that is going to conclude this weekend's vlog. I was in my element, just having all my friends together, just having fun, playing games. So great. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next weekend.